Hello. Today we'll try to study the chapter complex numbers. Now before we study complex numbers, we must really know what is a real number. We try to recognize real number using its property. Property of real number is what? If I choose any real number x, then its square is always greater than or equal to 0. X square is greater than 0 if x is any real number other than 0. So for only 0, x square is become 0. Otherwise, x square is always positive. So this is the property of real number, that square of every real number is non-negative, means either 0 or positive. As we try to solve the equation x minus 5 equal to 0, this equation has root 5 which belong to the set of natural number. Means there exists a solution to the equation x minus 5 equal to 0 in the set of natural numbers, counting numbers 1, 2, 3 up to infinity. But if we try to solve the equation x plus 5 equal to 0, there is no solution for this equation in the set of natural number, as the solution of this is minus 5, and minus 5 does not belong to the set of natural numbers. So this equation doesn't have solution in the set of natural numbers, but this equation should have solution in some set. So we need to extend this set. So if I extend this to set of integers, including positive and negative and 0, that is the set of integer denoted by what? I. So there exists a solution to this equation in the set of integers. By understanding this, we will try to understand the concept of the complex numbers. Suppose we are solving this equation x square plus 1 equal to 0. That is, x square is minus 1. Can I say x is real? Answer is no. Because moment I square the real number, I always get that number as non-negative number, whereas after squaring this number, I am getting my result negative number. So this x cannot be real, because its square is what? Negative. But one is eager to find the solution to this, and to have the solution in some set, the way I extended n to I, that way I will try to extend the set of real numbers to certain set in which this solution of this equation falls. Now, what kind of that set? Let us try to understand. Let us try to develop that set. Consider x square equal to minus 1. If I try to solve this, you are accepting that this equation doesn't have a real solution. So x is equal to square root of minus 1. That could be the only solution to this equation. So I don't know what is root of minus 1. So let us define now. Root of minus 1 is a number which is not real, and one which is not real may be called what? Imaginary. Let's use the initial letter I to denote root of minus 1. So I equal to root of minus 1 is a new number existing in the system of numbers. Having noted I equal to root of minus 1, I have only one imaginary number, namely I equal to root of minus 1. If I have to have number of many or infinite imaginary numbers, I should impose the properties of real numbers on I. Means if I say y into I, where y is a real number and y is not equal to 0, then this number I will call purely imaginary number. So I is imaginary unit, I is imaginary number, y into I means real number into I, where real number is not equal to 0, is called purely imaginary number. As we know that y multiplied by I, if y is 0 is 0. So when y is 0, I into y is 0 and 0 is a real number. Hence, I am keeping the restriction on y that y should not be equal to 0. Then I into y would be called purely imaginary number. This way, at least we could find infinite purely imaginary numbers moment I get the value of I equal to root of minus 1. Now, because this is purely imaginary, if I choose a real number x and this purely imaginary number iy, and if I combine now the two, if I consider two numbers together, x plus iy, which would be what? Certain complex. Because one is real and other is what? Imaginary. So this number is called a complex number because it is a mix of two kinds of numbers. One is real and other is purely imaginary. So any number of the form x plus iy, where x and y both are real numbers and I equal to root of minus 1, is called a complex number. So this way we defined what is a complex number by understanding the property of real number. A thing which is not real is called imaginary. That imaginary unit is denoted by I, which is square root of minus 1, which is the solution to the equation x square plus 1 equal to what? 0. So this way I am extending the set of real numbers to a set of a new set, that is set of what? Complex numbers. So set of complex numbers I may denote by what? C. It is those real numbers z. What is z? Z is of the form x plus iy, where x and y both are real numbers and I is root of minus 1. Such a set is called set of complex numbers. Up till now, R was the universal set as far as set of numbers are concerned. But now the new set is introduced, which is the set of complex numbers. Let us try to find out the relation between the two sets R and C. Just I define 0 I can write as y into I when y becomes 0. Now, I claim that this R, set of real numbers, is a subset of set of complex numbers. Why this is so? To show that one set is a subset of other, it is enough to show that every member of that set is a member of this set. So to show that R is subset of C, set of complex number, it is enough to show that all real numbers are complex numbers. To understand this, let us consider x. X I can write x plus 0. This I can write x plus iy by saying y equal to 0. So the number real x I express in the form x plus iy when y is 0. Therefore, x is a complex number. But basically x is a real number. So every member x in the set of real numbers I can write as x plus iy. So this falls in this. So every such a number of R falls in C. Therefore I can say that R is a subset of C. So up till now we were thinking that set of real numbers is the biggest set in the system of numbers. Now I have to say that there exists one more set which will contain R, and that set is set of complex numbers. So now we are studying complex numbers in our chapter. So all of you must have understood this.